Hi friends, welcome back to one more video. Today we can learn into the Spring config, how we can implement and all. In this demo, I have created one of the repository here. Config repo is there. In this config repo, these are the properties files I have created. Okay, here these are three projects we need to create. Like here, config server and config server 1 and config server 2. Like here it will be creating like this only, and this port numbers it will also mention 8888, and here 801 and 8080, and API calls also is there. Okay, we can see one by one, step by step, how we can implement and all. Okay, in main folder I plan to creating on one file pom.xml, that one. In that pom.xml, it's on we need to configure basic information like how many projects we have to create and all, like these whole things. Spring installer, we need to using this one is Maven is there, it's okay, fine. After that, this repository what is there on currently, give me 1 second here. Yeah, this is the group name, and if you need to mention is the group name here. This is the demo perspective, no demo. This is the config server name. I'm copying this config server name here, and yeah, this is the one is required. And what is the dependencies required, we can see one by one what are the dependencies required for this one. And here one is the config server is required, like config client is there, server also there. You can see, yeah, here config server for client, config server for client. This is required. Yeah, this is added. And after that, X are also required for this one, for demo perspective. Rest of the things is no need. If we see here generating, okay, this of the pom.xml is created. We need to copy paste into this pom.xml onto the our project. Okay, this some of the unwanted changes is there. This one we can remove. This one here Java 25 is there. Yes, Java 25 I am using on this Java 25 one, and Maven one, that is not an issue. Okay, and here this is the parent one. We need to configure into the parent also, yes, like yeah, it should be work here. No issue. Let me build the application. Yeah, child models, so we don't have pom.xml is there, that is okay. Config server, this is not found. We can see later that one. Now I'm opening the Maven terminal here. I need to run the Maven install -d skip test. Some error is there. Okay, it's a plugin 3.3.5 is there, rebuild option is there. Could not find this Maven plugin. Maven plugin for this one. It's okay. Here in this pom.xml, I have configured into the submodels. Three models is there. One is the config server, one is the config client, and the one is the config client 2. Okay, just I'm imaging this one. If you see the starting to ending, here I am using on Java 25, and this config server I am using this one, and Maven compiler version also Java 1.8. Sorry, Java 25. I think you can use on 17 also, no issue. Based on that configuration you can do. And here two models, three models I have created. One is the config server, server and client 2. And here Cloud dependencies, this is cloud dependencies, it's required. Why? Because we are using on this whole Spring Cloud, that why we need to add this cloud dependencies. Individually also we can add, and main project is parent project also we can add. That is a simple process. And here build plugin, Maven Springboard Maven plugin is there. In this plugin, I have installed this Java Maven and Java compiler version is there. And if I go for this config server pom.xml file, if you see here, parent is this Springboard starter parent is there, and these are the models. Modules is there. This is the config server, and this one by one I have configured. Okay, this is not an issue. We can see later. This, so some of the vulnerability issues is there. We can see this is not an issue. We can see later that. And here, if you see the configurations, okay, main important Java 25, and this cloud version I am using on 2025 version. And here first dependency for starter dependency, here Spring Cloud config server I have configured. If you go for client, it will be coming on config client should become here. Okay, here this accelerated for check purpose, we can add this one. And here this dependency manager Spring Cloud, we can use this. And here one more thing, actually I have missed this parent.config file. This things is no need here. This config server client and all, and this is enough for this code. It will be build the application, no issue. And the config server here, if I go for client one pom.xml file here, if you open the if I open the pom.xml file here, config server and web is there, and configuration is there, starter config is there. In this starter config, and here what is the difference between both? Config server is there and config is there. Here starter config is there. Starter config based, it will be config, it will be called this one, and it will be, and here we not written any pom.xml, okay, properties files and all. We can see one by one how we can do that. First of all, I need to creating here in this repo folder. I have created the config folder here, and here one of the application.property file we need to create. Application.yml file I need to create. Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, here in this application.property yml file, we need to configure as a Spring. First of all, like Spring, and after that application like config server, we can use this. After that, cloud and config servers is there, and it will be git url also there. And if I need to use this url, I have to copy paste this url also. 1 second. Yeah, this is the url we need to copy paste. Like this url, I have configured these are the files it's required, like based on this client 2, client 2 is there, and this is the by default it will pick this default property file, and it will be on dev time it will be pick this dev property file, and prod time it will be pick this yml file like this. This is also config client 1 and config client 2. If I open this one, be default, some of the yml files, yml configuration is there. Okay, we can see, we can go through the one by one how it will be read this application and all. Okay, and after that the default label, it's not correct. Default label is main is there, that is correct, and he this is one correct. And after that, user service is clone is equal to true. This is no need, username is no need, like it's a public user, that is not it will be accessible anyone. And clone server on true. This is okay. And we have one more thing is there, alternative without git. We can configure alternate one without git. uh, Here native also, and in this native config server of server location, correct. This is the one, config server of server location. It will be configured like this. Give me 1 second. Actually, I am commenting this one. We can see I have created the config. Yes, here actually I have copy paste into this config one. Why? Because I have added into the negative search location is equal to class path. It should be config folder. In this config folder, I have created these other properties files. It's based on that, it will be read the application and all. For this properties files reading perspective, we need to write down some of the code here. Yeah, this config server, this is okay. And this okay, it will be read this application, and it will be reading into the config client. Okay, for this config server, we need to write down some of the Java code, like run the application. See here, actually I have created into the one Java class here, config server application. In this config server application, I have write down the annotations like Spring Boot uh, application, one of the main annotation I have written, and enable the config server also. And after that, yeah, this is simple code. It should be running on without any error, like I have configured into the here, and here we have missed into the port number also. That port number, yeah, 1 second, I have to configure into the port number and some of the endpoints for info and all. Yes, here, yeah, these are the code, server and port number 88, and here management endpoint, and we have added the health check and all for should be like good. And here logs enable also I have it. Let me run the application, this one, it will be running or not. See what is the error we are getting here. Invalid config server dependencies is there. 1 second. Yes, sorry. Actually, here profile active equal to negative. Why? It's negative profile is I have added into the here. That is why it's error. Now I'm running the application. It should be running on without any error here. See, it's running. You can see that which server is active or not. Which profile is active. If I search into this one, it will be profile is followed into the native profile is there. And here if you see the native environment variable config. Okay, these are the config files. It will be read it, and here this one is good. We can come back into the by using git repository also. Yeah, now we move into the this config server client one. For this properties files reading perspective, 1 second, I need to open the one of the property file here. Yes, I'm opening this one, this properties file, so we can read into this application. Property YML files, application dot YML file, and here one more property file we need to create into the bootstrap. It should be reading YML file. Okay, in this bootstrap YML file, we need to configure into the Spring client configuration. Like here, which URL like 8080 is running here. If you see this in this one, if you see the here result.property file, it will be running on 8080 port number is there. That's why we have configured into the local host URL 8080. And profile by default, like we not configure anything now, it's a dev and all, like should be good. And if I open the application.yml file, okay, here 8080 port number, this is client, and 8080, this is info is enough. And this supposed if you see here, actually I have created into the one of the configuration file here. This is the component, and here configuration property file prefix equal to app is there. If we see this property file app, after that this is the name, these are the names is there, names and description and version and feature is there. If I open this application one, these are the property files. It automatically assign this one when we run the application. Yeah, this feature class I have written into the static class here. This is enable and maximum connections. If you open this one, enable true maximum connections is there. Okay, in this application config bean, we need to read into the this controller here. I have written the one more controller here. This controller is a basic controller here. It should be app, it should be API, and this is the main simple controller here. In this controller, if you see here, web also added. Okay, good. And in this one, this application configuration, this bean, by using constructor injection, it will be configured. And this is the constructor injection I have added into the here. This is by using constructor, it will be added automatically. And this value, like message value, by default equal to default message here. This message where I can get here, this is the message hello from configuration server. By default profile is there, like that. It will be it will be read this one where okay here. Okay, if I run this application, we can see what are the coming for how we can test this one and all. Yes, here see get message is there. This message will be written this whatever is message property file is there, and this config also there. This config API, it will be read this uh, information into the whole information for message one, and it will be returns this back. And health check, it's health check, it will be up and running or not. This application, it will be show, it will be up, and it will be application controls. This is a sample one only. It's nothing reading an application. It's we have written in our own testing perspective. I have written. Now I plan to run this application here. If you see here, it will be fetching the from config server is 888 server. It will be fetch the data, and here this environment and the profile also default profile, it will be pick here default profile, and 8080 is running fine. Now we plan to hit into the this API calls for this, how it working or not for this controller. We can see URL. Okay, it should be 8080 running on currently. If you see here 8080 config, it will be hitting on this config one. And here whatever the information is there, like maximum connections and all, it's not coming here. We can see one by one. Okay, now it will be hit. Okay, maximum connections and all, it will not coming properly. Some issue is there. We can see that that one also, why it's not coming on this profile and config server and all. Let me check this one. Okay, here connections and maximum connections and features. So this feature object is enabled or not. And here, okay, yeah, this two information is not coming properly. You can see that step by step how it's work. Yeah, this is the one default. It will be picking on this one. Okay, and I need to rerun this one. Actually, no need to rerun again. Yes, one thing is there. Some issue is there. That is the this configure into the new one. This is the maybe issue. Okay, now I plan to hit the. Okay, here null pointer exception. We got it. Okay. Let me cross check what is the issues and all. Yeah, here a small issue is there. Actually, profile I have activated into the previously default is there. Now I modify into the dev one. It means it will be pick the dev property file. Like this property file it will be pick, and it will be configure, and here it will be by default is there, and the dev one is 50 is there. Active profile is there, and second, where okay, here dev is there. Okay, now what I'm doing on here, when I go for terminal here, I have to run the profile equal to dev one. How we can run the configuration by using this Maven command. If you see here, Maven. Okay, see here mvn and spring boot runner, and here this argument I am passing into the runtime. Okay, active profile equal to dev. It will be pick the dev profile. Okay, it's application running, and here profile equal to dev profile. It will be pick. If I go for here, it will be picked into this one. It will coming on 50. See here, this is the one I have configured. This is the one it will be coming 51, and this is message also. It's a dev profile is there. If you see here, dev profile is there. You can see one second. Message. Where is the message here? Yeah, here dev profile is there. Okay, now I'm starting application. I'm stopping this one. Now I'm stopping here, and without anything, I'm running into the by default. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I'm running again. I'm clearing the screen. Sorry. If you see here, by default profile here, this is the 101 is there, and I'm modifying into the 300 here. Okay, now I'm running again. It should become 300. Okay, I need to restart this client one, then it will work out. Okay, now I'm going on again. This one it will be big. It should become 300, 301. Why it's not coming? What is the profile here? Default profile is there. Default profile it should be 30, and okay. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Actually, I need to restart this application also. Then it will be work out. The property files is reading on when starting the application's time only. Okay, this is the one, and here so local is there. Now I am modifying into the git one. Okay, I'm co- commenting this one, and I need to enable this property files and git history. Give me 1 second. Actually, yeah, looks good. Server, and there is a config server. It will be running here. I need to restart this config one. Okay, this is the config application. It will be restarted, and 8080 and URL has been picked. Give me 1 second. I check this URL is hit or not. No, I need to rebuild the application. Then only it work. Oh, it's one. Okay, I need to open the terminal here. Here, this is the config server, and yeah, MEN clean install. I need to rebuild the application every time, like it's one of the issue. Then I'm running the application, Maven Spring Boot. Okay, 8080 config server, it will be running good, and here I'm starting the application again. Okay, it's up and running. It's a dev profile here, active profile equal to dev profile is there, and if I run this one, it should be 301. Why it's coming on 300? It should be dev profile as its default profile is there here. Okay, and I'm stopping here, and we have to pass into the dev profile here. Okay, now its profile is dev profile, and application.yml file is okay, good. And if I run the sorry, okay, this is the 50 is there. We can see the property file. What is there on here in this code? Okay, here. Client one, there is a client one, and here config one. Oh, is that okay? We need to go open the 51 here. Okay, now I'm editing into this one, 52, 400. Just I'm committing the code without lost the changes. Now I'm running the application again. I have changed into the 300. See, it should become 300. It's not coming. Why? I need to restart the server. What is this port number here? Config server and 8080. Okay, this is good. Okay, this is the URL. No credentials is required. This is URL is the hit, and okay, now I'm running the application. Should become 50. Why it's not coming? Let me restart the application for both. Rebuild the whole application. and we have to run the one by one services here, and here this is the one. Okay, this is no need. First of all, we need to run the config server here. Okay, config server is running fine. Yeah, 8080 it's running fine. No issue. And I'm closing on other terminals. And here we have to run this client one. Maven Spring Boot should be dev one. Okay, it's running on dev profile here. You see the property files is application.dev file is correct only. And if I open the 8080 port number, okay, it should be 50 is there. Let's see what is there. What is there? It should be 400 is there. Why it's not picking the 51? Okay, small modifications here is mistaken here. Config server and it should be like this. Now save. Okay, now I run the application. It should be 50 is coming here. Why? It's a dev profile is there, and why it's coming on 50? Let me cross check this configuration file. So it is there here. Okay, here actually I have added into the profile equal to native. That is the issue here. Okay. See guys, actually here the profile equal to default profile I have modified, and this is the well past. Yeah, this is everything is good. Actually I have to rebuild the application. It is the main issue. Some of the configurations have issue. That is the problem. Now I'm opening this terminal here. One second, what is the terminal here? This is the client one. It's correct only. Actually I have run this application by using dev profile here. Okay, it's starting application, and here this server application is already running fine. And here this is the one. Okay, when I hit this one into the, it should be coming on 301. If I open this profile, here 300 is there. Now I'm modifying into the 600 here. It should be replicate. Okay, I'm modifying to the 600 here. Some maximum connections is there, and now I planning to hit again this URL should become an 600. Okay, why it's not coming? I need to restart the application for this. Okay, and if it's not working, okay, 600 is coming here. Just we need to restart this profile one only, then it work automatically based on that. Okay, now one more is there here. Prod one is there. If I open this one, this is the prod one. Is a 500 is there here. We can see that prod profile. See here is the prod profile. Okay, now I'm running the prod profile here. Okay, I'm clearing this one, and I'm hitting again this URL. Should become 500. Should be coming on 500 here. Okay, it's working fine. Prod also for client 1, same as I need to configure into the client 2 also. Give me 1 second, I have to reconfigure this one, and now let me run this second one also by using Maven command. We have to build the application first of all, then it will be run. Open the terminal here. Here client 2 is there, like mvn clean. This is the command maven clean install command here, and we have to run the application. It's a dev profile. Okay, client 1 and dev profile is there, and here this port number should be, what is the issue here, 8080 to dev profile is that. Okay, I'm not written any property file here. Okay, that is the issue. Okay, same property file we need to copy paste into the here, and application.yml file, and here everything is cool, and here it should be 2, and port number 8081. Remaining everything is cool, no need to change anything like profile and all, it will be work out. Yeah, it's running fine. This is the URLs, it will be read, and okay, default URL and dev URL. Now I plan to hit this one, check the data, it's coming or not. Okay, here see here 50 year number is it should be dev. We can see the property files here. 1 second, if you open this one into here, see here 50 is the property file, and I am modifying into this one. See here, actually I have modified into the client 2 also dev, it's 600. I'm modifying to the 800 now. I'm committing here. Now I need to restart the application here, and I have to hit this one. It coming on 800 here. See, okay, if you see here, what are the property files and all, you can see. Okay, here actually this is the main config client in this pom.xml, and these are the properties. This is the Java classes is there. This is the application file is there, and this test one is no need actually. Here also the same config server config client 2. These are the main class, and these are the two classes I have implemented. This is application.yml file I have explained, and here this one is the main application server configuration here. This application config server here, one file is enough, but here in this application configuration server we have main one, and here enable config server is there. It should be required this one, and apart from, yeah, this is the main one, and here actually I have to upload this whole things into the one of my repository. If you go for here Spring Boot Microservices, in this repository I plan to commit whole files whatever I have currently worked on, this whole properties files under this one. I will share this URL into the git URL into the my description. Please go through that one also. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel, like and share this videos someone, your friends and family and friends. Thank you for watching video.